Women's MMA is really just suddenly, it's been around for a while, but it's been put on the map lately in a big way by names like Ronda Rousey, Miesha Tate, Kat Zingano. So these ladies, you know, they're getting to come in and enter the fray.
And even locally, Jessica Ai, she trains out of Cleveland. She's ranked in the world. She's a Bellator champion. So there are great women fighters all over the area.
You know, when Jessica walked into our venue here tonight, she said, "Oh, there's a women's bout." She lit up like a Christmas tree when she knew that the gals were fighting tonight. Jessica Evil Eye, one of the great professional fighters in women's MMA fighting. So a historic night. We've seen a lot of sports history on the north side of Pittsburgh down through the years, and this night no exception, with the first women's fight in the history of the Steel City. And we have two Pennsylvania women, Jaime Chesney from Pittsburgh, Jessica Richman from Philadelphia, getting set to check into the cage here tonight.
Yeah, Richmond's got a lot of boxing experience. She was a 2012 Mid-Atlantic boxing champion at 141 pounds. So it'll be interesting to see how she can parlay the boxing experience into mixed martial arts. Obviously, she's been working on her ground game to round out her skill set.
And we've got Jaime Chesney and Jessica Richman getting set to do battle here tonight.
Jessica Richman, she has some interesting entrances in her life as an attorney. She's a lawyer. She walks into the courtroom and has to go in front of judges and things like that. And here she is making an entrance into the cage, doing battle in a different way tonight.
What kind of bout do we expect from these two ladies?
Well, I'll tell you what, both of them look as nice as can be. However, I'm quite certain that they've come to do battle tonight. Both of them, they like to box. They like Muay Thai. They like to stand up. That's what I understand from both of them. Jessica says she likes to wrestle a little bit too, so, you know, could be interesting on the feet starting out.
There's our matchup right there. Jaime Chesney, 5'8", 135, 68-inch reach. Jessica Richman, 5'6", 135 with a 68.5-inch reach. Her record 1-0. Let's go to Dan.
We're about to make Pittsburgh MMA history at this time. It is the first ladies MMA fight ever in Pittsburgh. It has been billed as the Pennsylvania Turnpike Cat Fight. First, let's welcome from the blue corner. She has a record of 1 win, no losses. She stands 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed in at 140 pounds. She fights out of the Brazen Boxing and MMA Club. She's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's Jessica Lady J. Richman. And her opponent making her amateur debut. She stands 5 foot 8 inches tall. She weighs in at 138 pounds. She fights out of complete martial arts. She's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Welcome, Jaime Chesney.
I'll tell you what, these ladies have the crowd excited about this next match.
No doubt about it.
Historic night here. First women's fight in Pittsburgh history. Right here in Gladiators of the cage.
Both of these ladies look ready to go. The only thing stopping them is referee Chip Snyder.
They've latched the cage door and we are ready to start. Our LoJack Yamaha round clock will keep tabs on what's going on time-wise for you.
Jessica Richman circling to the outside and Chesney just running her to the cage. Looks like she's going to start working for underhooks and a takedown.
She was able to shut the underhooks and circle back out to the center of the cage.
Richman definitely looks like she wants to keep this standing. Strong boxing, good movement.
Big takedown. Utilized the clinch, double underhooks, just picked her up and dropped her back down.
Even though both of these ladies have fought before, they they came out with a lot of fire, I think. Kind of like the guys debuting, you know, they got a lot of pressure on their shoulders. First women's fight in Pittsburgh. It's a big deal.
Richman was able to stand up and pass the guard briefly, but Jaime Chesney was able to utilize some flexibility there and regain her guard.
Strong shots to the body by Chesney. Bruce, she looks much more comfortable here. What do you think?
Well, she's doing a good job of smothering her with a crossface from top half guard, but I think she was just drawn back into the guard, where she's going to have to improve her position in order for Chip Snyder to not stand the action back up.
Chesney now inside control, going to Kesikatami here, position almost, not quite.
Coming down to the 22nd mark in the round.
Looks like she's putting on a whole lot of pressure with her left arm on that crossface. Doing a really good job of maintaining that side control, switching to the Kesikatami to avoid the regard attempts of Jaime Chesney.
Getting set for the horn. And that will end round one.
Wow.
An aggressive start.
Ended that round with a submission attempt right at the end there.
And she was a little short on the arm.
Let's get a gander at that takedown.
She closes the distance and gets that double under body lock. Just like I said, she just picked her up and dropped her back down.
About some ground action toward the end of that first round too. Really going at it.
Just staying heavy on top. Jaime Chesney was really trying to get her guard back, but Richman was staying tight.
Chesney worked really well between a standard side control position and Kesikatami. Really went back and forth well, kept control of her opponent.
Getting ready to start round two. First women's match in the history of the city of Pittsburgh, and it's Jaime Chesney from Pittsburgh and Jessica Richman from Philadelphia.
Kelsey, you ready? You ready? Come on, fight!
Going to the Muay Thai clinch. And another big takedown from the body lock.
Jamie's much more comfortable on the ground for sure. Jaime Chesney back in the guard of Jessica Richman.
A lot of flexibility being shown off here in this guard retention. Nice reversal from the half guard to get her back on top. Hometown crowd's cheering now that she's back on top. She's got to fight off that armbar attempt. Corner's calling for her to maintain a low posture to avoid that armbar attempt. Looking for that armbar on the bottom. Doing a really good job of avoiding it though.
Coming down to the last half minute of round two, Chesney and Richman.
Keeps going back to that double underhooks to get her takedowns, and she's 3 for 3 with that. Steps right over to mount. She may have won the round with this last minute takedown and mount.
And there's the horn ending round two. That takedown shook the entire building.
That was a big one. Someone's got some blood here. I'm going to apologize to both ladies. I do believe I mixed up their names.
Let's take a look at both takedowns.
Here's the
one.
first one.
That was the softer of the two.
Yeah, this next one coming up.
Yeah, let's listen to it.
Took some airtime there, dumped her back down, and hopped over to mount real quick. May have stole the round in the eyes of the judges.
In case anybody was wondering, those do not feel good at all.
Might have felt that at home watching.
Yeah, that absolutely was a cage shaker right there.
Looks like a lot of that blood may have been coming from the nose of Jessica Richman. The corner was trying to slow it down in between rounds. It's already starting back up again.
Yep, there it goes.
If I were Chesney, I'd definitely go for that nose. She's a boxer. She's going to be looking for it right away.
That's exactly where she's going.
Absolutely. Richman's got to look for that takedown again.
Chesney with a Superman punch there. Didn't quite land it.
Here we go. She's got the clinch, looking for the underhooks. Switch to a double leg. Another huge takedown. Hops back into the mount.
Big takedown. Wow.
Looks like she's trying to isolate an arm from on top. The threat with that, though, is that if she fails, she ends up giving up top position.
Yeah, and Chesney really wants to be careful reaching up to the chest, to the shoulders of Richman here on the ground. You're really opening yourself up.
Yeah, she'll really expose that arm. Looks like she's trying to hip escape and capture one of the legs to get back to half guard, but Richman's just laying on the heavy pressure.
And really, with this being amateurs, without ground and pound, you know, Richman, she just wants to control on top, dominate on top, at least look active for submissions so that Chip Snyder doesn't stand them back up. And she can pull out this round if she keeps dominating.
Looks like she's close to setting up that arm bar.
Chesney's rolling into her body. She's defending pretty well here.
Richman's on it, though. Looks like she lost it.
She gave it up.
She's got to scramble back on top.
Chesney's got to get up here. I think she's got to get up and land some shots to that nose. Wow.
Richman did a good job of recovering after that failed armbar attempt to get back on top.
10 seconds left.
This third round's been all Richman, following that takedown right to the mount. Submission attempt.
Two tremendous athletes going at it here in Gladiators of the Cage. Jessica Richman, Jaime Chesney.
That,
wow,
my friends, is what you call a war. That was a battle.
Now, let's go back and relive part of that war, and let's listen to the sounds of Gladiators of the Cage.
This is the takedown from round 3. Just as loud as the one from the second round.
I don't think any married man would be surprised that the most blood in the match has been in the ladies so far.
No, they definitely went after it all 6 minutes of that fight.
Great competition. Chesney and Richman, they gave it their all in that cage.
And both of them have smiles on their face right now. They're pretty excited about that.
I noticed that they came out, they both came out smiling and they're leaving smiling. That's something. Good for them. Hard fought battle.
Piling the judges' selections here in their numbers. Waiting for the decision.
I do want to apologize to my partners here, to the corners.
Dan Bogan is up in the ring to make the official announcement.
Let's hear it for both of these ladies making MMA history in Pittsburgh this evening. I have our judges' decision. All 3 judges scored it 30-27. For your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Jessica Lady J. Richman!
Jessica Richman is the winner from Philadelphia in Brazen Boxing and MMA. Right now, let's go to Jessica I with the winner.
Fantastic. Great job, Jessica. The crowd is very proud of you. Crowd favorite here, it seems, with everybody. How'd you feel about that win tonight?
Hey, she was better on the ground, no doubt. I mean, I'm coming into this new, just with a few months in grappling. I'm more of a stand-up fighter. She definitely dominated the ground, so give it up for Jessica.
Yeah, but very good, very good. Right off the bat, you established that jab in all the rounds, so it looked very fabulous. Continue with that. I can see you doing great things with your striking.
Thank you.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
Oh, yes, I'd like to thank #1 upstairs, my mom and my family, my trainers, Kieran Wolf, Justin Erdner, Joe Cosentino, Motors, and my opponent coming in from Philly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jamie.
Fantastic job. Today you made history. How does it feel to make history today here in Pittsburgh?
It feels fantastic. Thank you to a wonderful, passionate crowd. I love it. This is just the start of more women's MMA nationwide. I want to thank all of you for coming out and supporting us, but mostly I want to thank my teammates, Johnson Jajut, Anthony Terrell, Evan Shimoleski, my coaches, Walt Murrah, my head coach, my business partner in Brazen Boxing and MMA in Old City, Philadelphia, and my fiance, love of my life, Jason Sargis. Thank you to the Brazen Nation, to everyone who came out.
Fantastic job, sweetheart. Great job.
And thank you to my parents, Mom, Dad, Joel and Mel in Richmond. Thank you for coming all the way from upstate New York.
Thank you so much. Chris, back to you, dear.
All right, thank you so much, Jessica I. And Richmond the winner here in this first ever women's fight in Pittsburgh. And we saw some amazing action from these two great lady athletes. Coming up, we've got more Gladiators of the Cage. It'll be Vickers and Young right after we take this break.